I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going to buy a car that costs $130,000, I expect the car to be as perfect as possible. The last thing I want is an expensive car that has some annoying flaws. But unfortunately, that's what you can get from the 2021 Tesla Model S Plaid. For a car with that high of a price tag, one would think that Tesla would do everything to ensure that the car drives smoothly and that you're not going to have any issues. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case here. Anyway, in today's video, I will share with you some of the biggest flaws in the 2021 Tesla Model S Plaid. And the last one is serious enough to kill you. Yes, it's that bad. So make sure you stick until the end to see what the most dangerous flaw is, okay? Now, I know that Tesla likes to innovate and come up with new technologies that sometimes feel like they should be in a futuristic sci-fi movie and not in real life. To be fair though, most of their technologies usually end up working just fine. If they didn't, Tesla wouldn't sell so many products, and Elon Musk wouldn't be the richest man on Earth. Are their technologies super weird at first? Yeah, they definitely are. But do they end up working at the end of the day? Well, the answer to that is also yes. But then this innovative steering wheel is not something that I can honestly say that I see becoming a trend for obvious reasons. For one, it does not look practical at all. I'm going to go ahead and admit that it looks cool and all, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, I think that a regular old-fashioned steering wheel still beats out the steering yoke. In fact, the steering yoke is one of the most criticized things about the car, and it has been referred to as being horrible. When I mean practicality, I'm talking about how it would feel driving the car on a day-to-day basis. If you were driving on a highway, or somewhere else where you have a lot of space on both sides, then I guess that you probably may not feel the adverse effects of the steering yoke. But if you were stuck in traffic, or if you were driving in a place where you don't have a lot of space, or even parking in tight spots, then you will definitely understand why this is such a bad idea. For one, the change from the steering wheel to a steering yoke was just too sudden, and it's going to take drivers quite a while to get used to it. In the meantime, you may want to stay away from Model S cars, because I just have this feeling that we're going to see quite a few road crashes from first-time drivers who are trying to figure out how the steering yoke works. There's also the fact that the horn on the car is placed in a really awkward corner on the top right section of the yoke, which means there's a chance that you're going to accidentally hit the horn while trying to move your car. I know this is not so much of a big deal, but it can get annoying over time. And if I'm driving a car that costs $130,000, the last thing I want to do is be annoyed by the car. Okay, now let us take a look at another flaw of the car, which has to do with the speed and power. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tesla claims that the 2021 Model S Plaid has a top speed of 200 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, which is super impressive. The car also features an insane 1020 HP of power, and while this sounds cool, I can't help but maybe wonder if Tesla overdid things with this one. If you're wondering why I said that they probably overdid things, I'm going to tell you why. According to reports, the 2021 Model S Plaid loses stability as the speed increases. And I feel like this is just bad news and a disaster waiting to happen. The reports also claim that the steering yoke does not get firm at high speeds, and this makes it kind of difficult to control the car at high speeds. When does someone need to control a car more, if not at high speed? It also makes me wonder why Tesla even felt like a car of 1020 HP was necessary in the first place, considering that it is a street-legal car and not a sports car or a race car or anything like that. I'm not trying to bash Tesla or anything because you guys know how much I love all things Tesla. I just feel like when it comes to the 2021 Model S Plaid, they went too far for the wow factor. And yes, I know that they have managed to make the wow factor work so far. This one just happens to be blowing up in their faces. Okay, so let's talk about what it feels like is the most important and also the most potentially dangerous flaw. And that is the braking system. Now, as you guys probably already know, faulty brakes make a faulty car. and therefore I think that this is a really big deal. Now, there have been several reports that the brakes of the 2021 Model S Plaid aren't all that great, and some people have even referred to it as being scary. If you've ever been in a car where the brakes aren't exactly in the best condition, then you'll realize how this can be so scary. Some reports have also hinted that the car's brakes are not right for the kind of crazy acceleration and speed that it comes with. Now, I don't want you guys to get me wrong because I think that the super fast acceleration and the fast speed is really cool, but then it looks like these things came at the really high cost of good brakes, and that is not a smart trade-off by any standard. According to these reports, the car handles the acceleration perfectly, which isn't surprising because Tesla has never had any issues with speed and acceleration. The problem here isn't the speed, it's coming down from the speed. Reviews have put the average stopping distance for the car at 150 feet, which is kind of disappointing considering the other things that the car is capable of doing. Another thing is that at high speeds, the brakes just kind of become a little bit useless. I'm not saying that they don't work, I'm saying that they don't work as well as they should. Reports have revealed that the brakes become soft at high speeds, and they get really hot. When I say hot, I mean so hot that a warning pops up on the dashboard. Really, for a car that costs $130,000, I would expect brakes that actually do their job. Now, I find it interesting, Tesla has announced that a carbon ceramic braking package will be released sometime in 2022, and it's going to cost $20,000. It makes me wonder if this whole braking thing isn't just a way for Tesla to make more money. I mean, why would I have to get a braking package if my car brakes work just fine? I think that it's kind of possible that they purposely made the brakes a little bit underwhelming, so that people could buy the braking package. If this is the case, then it is totally wrong, and something needs to be done. I'm not sure, but I think that this could even be illegal. Yeah, the 2021 Model S Plaid is a great car, but we can't deny that these flaws are a little bit too concerning to be ignored. Especially when it comes to the braking system, the brakes are some of the most important parts of a car. And if they don't work perfectly, well, then things can get dangerous really fast. I think Tesla needs to address these flaws as soon as possible. Anyway guys, it's time for you to tell me what you think of these flaws. Do you think the bad brakes are just Tesla's way of making more money? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, as I know you did. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss premium content like this.